What would I put in a time capsule? I'll tell you what I would put in a time capsule, Jay. I would put in a note that said, "How pumped were you to find me? How disappointed are you now?" And you know, I often wonder, and by wonder I mean since I watched your video yesterday, just how many time capsules have been dug up by heavy machinery, dumped into a dump truck, never to be opened. That'd suck. And Jay, I'm not sure how I feel about the whole time capsule thing. For one thing, what if you buried it and then couldn't find it when you were trying to dig it back up? I mean, seriously, at least once a week I lose my keys and I didn't even bury those. Then there are companies that actually sell time capsules. Brilliant idea if I've ever heard one. I looked these things up though, and literally there is a polished stainless steel time capsule that cost over $3,000. I just imagined a guy named Joe who walks into a time capsule store and the salesman walks up to him and asks how he can help. Joe is confused because there are no locks on what he believes to be a line of high-end safes. When Joe poses the question to the salesman responds with, "What you're looking at is better than a safe. This is the TC3000. Joe's common sense is blinded by the polished stainless steel, as it does to so many of us. And Joe buys the TC3000. Joe, now having bought such an expensive time capsule, puts all of his valuables in it, thinking, why would I have such an expensive time capsule if I'm not going to put something worth protecting inside of it? Later on down the road, Joe receives a follow-up phone call from the salesman. "Joe, just calling to check in on your TC3000. How's it working out for you?" I assume, and this is just purely speculation, that this is the moment when Joe realizes just what he's done. Stammering, Joe responds, "Seems great, but couldn't I have just buried an old fridge and wrapped some bungee cords around it?" The salesman correctly points out that his old fridge is not stainless steel. Worst of it is that 2 weeks later, Joe gets fired and has to move away from his home with all of his valuables buried in the backyard in the stainless steel box. The moral of the story is, I don't really like time capsules. So I had no idea what I was going to talk about today. I sat down and started responding to Jonathan's question and just slowly kept adding line after line until I had a 1.5-page long script about time capsules. So in lieu of a question today, I thought we would attempt a storytelling challenge. In the title section down below, we are going to collectively tell a story about a man named Joe. Each person gets 3 words to add on to the story. So we'll start off with 3 words. The first commenter will add their 3 words, and then we'll just keep the story going. And what I think would be really cool is if you just copy and pasted the story each time into the comment, and then included your 3 words at the end of it. So I'm going to kick it off with the first 3 words of Joe is A. So if each person will include their next 3 words to the story, let's see what we can come up with, and please keep it clean. And Jay, that's all I've got for you today, man. I'll see you tomorrow.